Hello, everyone. Welcome to the AMA for the month of October. Yes. So for those of you who are early in the room, in the Zoom, thank you very much for your participation. Yeah, just please type hi or hello to greet each other. Just type hello. Yes, please type hi or hello in the chat. Hey, GK, hello. Yeah, just a side story. I was having a very interesting journey home. Today I have a training at Mid Valley. So after the training, I was walked to the RT station. When I reached there, I'm just curious, how come there's so many people queuing up outside? Then I just look around. Oh, something not so right. The train is not moving. Then I went to the nearby station. It's just KTM. I asked, is this KTM go to KL? They said, no. If I want to go to KL, that means I can transit at KL Central. So I need to walk to another end of KL Mid Valley so that I can take another KTM. That's very interesting journey. So that also give me a lot of mileage for the walking. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for listening for my side story. And yeah, so we have a very interesting question today. The first one I understand. So let me recap the question. Yeah, if I understand correctly, the question is, this person wanted to list down or somehow doing a search based on the criteria he or she is entering and come out the listing. And because he or she is going to find it across multiple columns, so by having a simple way of to make it work will be easier. Otherwise, it will be rather difficult. So this is a question I have. Let me show you the the file I have just prepared a few minutes ago. Ching, 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 ching. Okay, let me do this, do some movement. Yes, walking is good. Okay, so this is the data I have, a sample data. If I want to find certain thing like with the wording USB, I need to search over here. I need to search, is there any USB wording? Okay, there's one called USB. Sometimes I want to search on the product description, so I will need to type USB over here. So there will be a little bit tedious for me to search across multiple columns where I want to find something similar. So there are two ways to achieve the same result. I'm going to show you the classic way, and then I'll be showing you the newer version. So the classic way is called advanced filter. What I need to do is I want to have these two header copy. I just place it over here. So this will be the criteria. And I want to have another place here. So let me do it here. Okay, I just do this, yeah. Okay, insert a few columns. So I want to type what is the person they want to search. And I want to just to make it merge and to make it larger. So I want to make it merge as well. So make it larger. Okay, over here. So if the person type USB, I will prefer, or the person will prefer to have a list of the USB data here. Later on, I will move the data around. Okay, let me move it around first so that it doesn't mess up with others. So I just move it here. And let's not to use wrap. Okay. And let me move it down so that I have a bit of the space. And I want to show the data underneath over here, where it will be showing the product name and the product description, where it has the wording of USB. So I need to have something like this. Let me move it a little bit. So I'm going to use advanced filter. Advanced filter allows us to search multiple criteria where it's able to, based on the either one of the condition. Because I'm going to find where it contains the wording USB. So therefore, I will need to, this is a criteria range. I need to do something like this one. Equal, put the asterisk in front. Asterisk means a wildcard. That means any number of character is perfectly okay. So asterisk with this one, then ampersand, whatever they want to search, and then we end with another asterisk. Asterisk, yeah, like this one. Yeah, wrong one. Asterisk. Okay, got it. So I have asterisk in front and asterisk at the end. So that means as long as the product name, it contains the wording USB, I want to have the data here. So now I have this part ready. So let's me copy this one to the product description. And because it's either one of them, advanced filter allows us to do this by having multiple criteria together at the same time. So now I'm going to do a demo. I click one of the cell on the left side, on the right side here. Then I go to data, advanced filter. Then you will see the whole data is selected. And the criteria range is the header on the top and the 2 rows underneath. And I want to copy the answer, the filter answer to here, to these 3 columns. This is the sequence I want to have. Then click OK. Yeah, these are the data where it contains the word USB. Let me make it wrap out. And you can see the first one, the product name, it doesn't have the word USB. Meanwhile, here has it. This one doesn't have it, but this one has it. This one has USB. This one also has USB. So this is something we can do here. But after I've done this one, if let's say I change this one to mouse, change it to mouse, yeah, you can see over here has updated. Mouse and mouse. Then I just go to data, advanced filter, and change, copy to another location. Yeah, same place. Click OK. And you can see these 2 data, it has wording mouse. So generally, it works. But going through the advanced filter, going through this one multiple round may not be so user-friendly. In order to make it user-friendly, so I want to add on a button and to do a recording for the macro. So macro basically allows us to repeat some manual tasks that usually is a bit tedious. So now I'm going to do a recording. Over here, click. So that will be called search this. Okay, I just call the name called search this and store in this workbook. And after that, click OK. So I'm going to data, advanced, change it to copy to another location. This is a criteria range, and this copy to. When I click OK, okay, done. Then I go to stop recording. Okay, I have this thing ready. So what I need to do is add a button or a picture like this one over here. And I just type search. Then I want to go to home, centimeter, make the size larger. Okay. And then right click on this shape, assign macro. Then search this. Then click OK. Click somewhere outside. So now I'm going to search for USB. Then click on the search. USB appears. And now I'm going to search for HD. Search. Everything appears. HDMI, HD, all these things. Maybe I search for HDMI. HDMI. Okay, search. These are the HDMI. Yes, wording. Okay, I hope this one gives you some idea. And for those ask this question. Okay, good. And I see there's an incoming question. Maybe I answer Jerome's question. Jerome, and want to know a little bit about your question. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Your will be a little bit different level. So keep it simple first.
Oh no, basically it's just like there's a form that everyone fills, and we want to self-populate the date current date. So once I know the logic already, I can self-populate other things. Like for example, if the branch ID itself, let's say during this time, everyone who enter this one is automatically in branch 01 like that. So so if I can understand the logic of how to pre-fill certain uh, column with certain information, then I can replicate for other purposes.
Okay. So you are using this one to collect data from multiple branches.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, so the expense is just an example. So
Mm.
like every time I have a new entry, maybe I can click a plus and then a new entry come out. With the date is already self-populate for today's date lah, not yesterday, not future. But I can still change it if I want.
Okay.
Yeah, because now a lot of times for the form that I fill, the manual entry can be automated because there's human error. Yeah,
Okay.
quite serious.
Uh-huh. I believe you are sharing the form or the sheet online so that they are able to access it.
Yes,
Okay. You are using Google Sheet or Excel.
Google Sheet.
Okay, good. Keep a thing simple. Uh-huh. One branch, one worksheet.
Mm,
That's it. If you want to control the time of data entry, do not use Google Sheet, use Google Form instead.
mm,
Whenever they submit, you know when they submit. They cannot change it. They cannot fake it.
okay,
And then from Google Form, you can export to Google Sheet. And then one branch, only one sheet or one form. So they will not mess up each other data. They only can submit. They cannot change.
understand.
Yeah. So once you have all the files ready, you can compile together, either using manual way or you can use Excel to compile them together.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah,
I hope this
okay.
gives you some simple ideas.
Yeah, that can do in terms of the date lah, but there are certain fields is not just dates. So I understand that you say if it's a separate function or separate branch, we can use separate sheet. Uh, then you will have the management side will need to do more manual work. But if there's a possibility to automate that in a way, then it will solve a lot of problem in terms of the manual management in the future. I don't know whether there's a way to do that or not.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me understand your question. Your
Uh,
question is you have multiple worksheet,
mm,
multiple files, and maybe they're using Google Form to submit, and you want to compile them together and in the
no,
one list so that the management is easier to see.
no, currently only have one. Because the management don't want to have multiple sheet, don't want to have multiple
Why?
yeah. Because currently the function of that form is only very niche, very singular for checking purposes and logging. Actually, it's like for logging purpose. So, if for example the let's say date if we can have a function to grab like maybe in programming
Okay,
style like you
let me
say
rephrase,
today's
let
date.
me interrupt. Is the management wants to see the result or the management want to control the way how the staff work?
Uh,
Two different things. Let me rephrase.
Yes, correct. To actually solve the human error. So the
Okay,
automation actually to solve the human
okay,
data entry error.
okay. As long as whatever method, as long as get the result, doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the intention for asking this question is because some management, some team, they want to control how the staff work. So no
Mm,
choice. That's some things we need to follow. If let's say they want to see the end result, no matter what they do, that's end result. Keep it simple. My suggestion, my humble suggestion, let me draw it out so that you can see it clearly. Okay, it's over here. Okay, so I'm going to draw on the screen. Okay, so now the purpose. So we go back. Purpose. purpose, they want to do some tracking, do tracking and some other stuff as well, maybe monitoring and maybe P&L and so on. So that's end result, the purpose. So that means they are going to see some report, certain things, maybe different branches, different people, different expenses, and so on. Everything here.
Yeah.
Correct, huh? So
Yeah.
now they maybe have one branch or multiple branches in the future. We have no idea. So they may expand, right? So they have multiple. So it could be one or multiple. Currently, it could be one person doing the entry or multiple person doing the entry.
Multiple.
The pain, also called the challenge. The challenge is human data entry error or mistake. And the particularly example, the date of submission, when they submit this one.
Yes.
And maybe there are some other things as well. So these are some other things. Rather than going through a little bit programming, if let's say they have the budget, very good, go for programming. They have a lot of flexible control in the way they prefer. If they want to go for just enough, right? My suggestion to control the date entry or data entry that has they do not want to have the staff to key in backdated stuff. So just using online form. Example, Google Form. From the Google Form, they can link it to multiple sheets. If let's say in the future, they have many. So there can many sheets here. Then for the report, they could use, let's use another color. They could use Excel if they are okay to pull the data from Google Sheet and then compile everything inside here. Okay, that's a thought. Google Form can set the date field. Only choose from a calendar. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Cui Hua, for suggestion. There's a place for us to choose a date. They will not have a date entry. If they say they want to control for the date of submission, the date entry may not be suitable. Okay, I hope this one gives some idea, Jerome.
Yeah, because this one will all fit into another sheet for tabulation.
Yeah.
So
now it's manual work. That's manual work. That's because a lot of things they want to control and they have no idea how to do it. So to keep it simple, everything using Google Form to submit. They can have a multiple Google Form or they can use one Google Form for everyone. And in the Google Form, they can choose who they are, or if they want to, they can track by the user login name, maybe their Gmail. They require the person to have the Gmail login before they are able to use a Google Form. So from the Gmail, they are able to know who submitted that one.
Okay. All right.
Keep enough, just enough. It's good enough, this one.
Yeah.
They want to go for the programming. If they really want to have a lot of control, go for programming. Go for customization. Build a custom app. So this one just enough saja. Cukup makan.
Just enough. Okay. Understand.
Okay. Hope this helps.
Yep. And then for the other question in terms of the display, right? If let's say the tabulator sheet, they have like a drop down, not drop down, they have a sequence in showing like maybe ABCD, but when they do the data entry sheet that time, the drop down, it appear maybe not ABCD, is like BCAD, something like that. Is there a way of manually arranging the sequence of the drop down selection?
Okay. Go back to the purpose. Why? Why is the purpose? The team want to see that. Not the how it works, but why they want it.
Yeah. So two different access. For the tabulation side, the access is only on the management side. So when they do uh uh when they do the comparison between different sheets, right, they must follow a certain sequence. But when they do the data entry by other party, it's based on that branch priority. So, for example, on the HQ side, they want to see from maybe it's the most important thing is A, to see A first, then B, C, D. And then because this one will link to another sheet for comparison. But when they do the data entry on the what do you call it, the branch level, maybe A is not part of what they do, but they do B, C, D, and then the A they put at the bottom like that.
Is it something like priority of reading? Their focus is different.
Hmm.
I'm just
Uh,
guessing. For
no.
example, maybe the management, they want to see, for example, they want to see the sales first, then go for expense, then go for something else. For the data entry, they may be doing something else. Maybe they hit the expense, then go by sales and go by something else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, can follow that logic also.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you
But
have
so
this
the
kind of sequence, oh yeah, you continue.
so the HQ, the sequence is like a fixed thing, but on the branch level, uh, like even if there's a drop down, like you mentioned, all the expense and sales, the balik kind of thing, if they can manually, because now if they call from the main sheet, there will be sales expense like that, ma. The sequence is the same. Yeah, but is there a way to manually change that for the drop down menu?
Okay, my suggestion to you,
Hmm.
this is what I got it from you. You do a lot of manual work. I'm speculating. It's not easy for reporting. Reporting is very difficult. So therefore, they control how they enter the data so that the reporting is easier.
Right.
This is why I guess I'm not sure whether I'm getting the correct picture, which is very common. A lot of people, they do it in this way. And just for your information, in the reporting, there are a lot of way we can summarize it. There are a lot of way. As long as our data is in a general term, is called tabular form, general way. In a bit technical, that means everything is a table form. It has the header. Uh, it has the header, and there's multiple column. Everything goes vertically, so that we are able to use a lot of way. One of the methods is called pivot table. Maybe if you prefer to use formula, that's called sum ifs. Yeah, all these things possible. If a lot of time people, they are not sure how to do this, so they will manually do the data entry in the correct order, so that when they sum it up in another worksheet, they are able to get the report they are looking for. When the people key mess up the whole thing mess up. Let me give you an example. So I need to go through this one fast, yeah. So they give some idea, and then we are able to learn from others people question. Hey, let's see
Okay,
this
thank
one.
you.
I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating. Sometimes you have a data. For example, this is the date, and perhaps this one is maybe this is amount 1, amount 2, amount 3. Different people or different branches may have a different way of working. Maybe this is the branch. Okay, no. I don't want to use this one. Too complex. Okay, I keep it simple. Keep it simple for this one. Item. Okay, keep it simple. So I have very simple item, date, and amount. So item, I key in some data, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Let me key in this one, copy, and maybe copy partially like this one. Date, I just use today. I just put some random date lah. Then the amount. So now I want to know the alpha. So usually you need to fill in all these things. So by using the data in such way, I'm able to use formula like sum ifs where I need to sum based on the amount here, where the alpha, the item, is equal to the alpha here. Enter. Yeah, 140. So let's see. Is over here, alpha, alpha, and that's all, 2. 140. So if I want to change this one to Bravo, and you can see the number changes. So this is only one part of it. If let's say you want to analyze further, you can go by the date. So this one way using sum if. Another way, just like I mentioned about pivot table, I could just go to insert pivot table. Okay. And inside pivot table, to summarize it is very easy. Item, amount, that's all. Then if I want to break down by the date, I can go break down by the date like this one. September, how many, how much? October, how much? Everything is possible because the data is organized in such a way. Can I? Hopefully this one gives you some idea. I hope.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Can I? Okay, good. Okay, so now thank you, Jerome, for your question. Now I'm going to the next question. Where is the next question? Okay. Okay, Jonathan, you have a question. What is the question? Yeah.
Hi, so I'm gonna share screen. So I think
I'll
that
make
will
sure
be
there's no PNC data.
yes.
Okay.
I think if I share screen, it'll be easier to understand. Okay, so this is the I use Power Query and I compile it all into this thing. So I draw the data from this point. So my question is, because I want the all the files to be sorted by the title. So there's one issue that I have with this source file. So in this source file, I have to open it, and then because previously there is data, like there's 3 columns of data, right? Rows of data here. So I have to massage the source file. So I'll open each of them, delete this thing, and then Power Query it, and then from Power Query, grab the top as the title. Because why I did it this way, because when I just put it into Power Query to massage directly from all this source, they will have that 3 thing. I'll remove the 3 rows, and then I'll put the 4th row as the title, but it doesn't recognize it as a title. So when all the other files come in, it will treat the titles from other files as a data. So is there a way for me to not massage my source data, but still achieve the same result?
Can. Jonathan, you are importing the entire folder, or you're importing file one by one?
I import the whole folder.
Okay, very good. So now I want to share with you a little bit. I'm not sure whether you have read this book, Wrong Your Data.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, Wrong Your Data is a framework. It's very relatable when we're using Power Query. This framework is... Yeah, lor. Okay. Just want to have some fun. Okay. Today I have a training about Power Query as well. So I use this framework to relate. What your question have, what's the doubt you have is there any way to make it easier? The answer is a big yes. ROCK, the K stands for keep raw data raw. So the intention is to reduce manual work, and you realize you are doing a lot of manual work. So actually it's doable. And so now we do not want to do all these things. This one is we are able to process on individual file. So now I want to invite you, go back to Power Query Editor. Yeah, go back to Power Query Editor. Very good. Inside Power Query Editor, and are you importing 2 folders? I see there are 2 here.
There is 8 folders actually.
8 folders. Okay, because it has one
one folder. There's one folder, but 8 files.
Oh,
8
files.
Excels.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one you are using? Is it the one on the
This
top or
one.
the one?
This one.
Okay. So when we are using importing, maybe is this one still using?
I think no.
If no, you can delete. Right click on the folder here on the top.
Okay, maybe I leave it first because I'm not sure what is it
Good. Better
already.
keep the backup.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. When we are doing something like this, and when we import a folder in, there are two places we could change. One, we can transform on individual file before they append together. And
Okay.
another things we can transform after they have append together. So what your struggle was, you attempt to clean up the things after they have appended. That means you could go here, transform sample file.
Okay.
You could clean up from here.
So I do it
Here.
for each file. Is that what you mean?
You can go to remove rows. There's something called remove top rows.
Yes.
So you can remove from here. This one, once you have do it once here, it will be performed on all the files.
Oh,
It's inside here.
so
So this one way.
I don't import by folder. I import
By
each
folder.
cell
Still go by folder.
individually. But still go by folder, but how you do it separately? Because when I do it on one, it don't apply to all.
Okay. Usually it will. Okay. Let me rephrase the question. Let me have some clarifying question. Are all the files that you have, they have a 3 blank rows on the top, all the files?
Yes, standard.
Yeah, then you can use this one. Can.
Okay,
Can
but
one.
he will only show, okay.
Inside here, it will only show one file.
Yes.
Once you combine together, I'm not sure which one, it will be everything clear. It's not only one file.
But I've tried it. It didn't work. Because once I did one, then okay, I think there's also this struggle. There the columns there's currency columns. So that's why I had to massage the source and then do a header. Then it will recognize all of the currency header. Example would be like this. It's like Vietnam, then there's USD, and then there's Japan. So there's multi-currencies. So what I did was I would massage it, then I would add it all together. Okay, I don't remember how I did it already. And then I will unpivot it, the currency, so then it will how to say? Okay, I think just to make it simple, there is unique columns for certain cells.
Unique column for the certain cell. Okay. Then?
Yeah, because of currency. Like some has like maybe two Excel has USD column. So they have this.
So does that mean different file will have slightly different format?
The format is exactly the same. It's
Oh.
just there is additional columns. As in not additional columns. Like this one is Vietnam, then another file will be USD, and then another file will be MYR.
Oh, it's the same column, it carries different meaning.
Yes.
Okay, can no problem.
Same method.
Same method, you just need to do a small tweak.
Okay.
On your file name, you want to include what is the currency.
In my file name. Example, the source file, you mean?
Yeah, the source file.
Like this one?
Yes, you want to indicate maybe the first 3 letters is the currency code. So next time when you download the file, you rename it, you place it inside, and you change the currency code. So that is able to recognize.
You mean outside here?
Yes.
Then how will it recognize? Because now it's like it shows like that.
Yeah, lo. And then you extract from here, lo, from the source name, lo.
Extract from the source name means I see it.
Yep. Can.
Oh,
Then from the source name, you can use another conditional column. If this is MYR, place it under MYR column. If this is USD, place it under USD column.
oh, okay. I think I understand what you mean.
Can.
But the way you suggested, it didn't work for me though.
Can one. Usually can.
Yeah, I'll try
Unless,
again. I'll try again.
okay, there is an exceptional. I encountered this situation. That one, it looks like normal Excel file, but it's not a normal Excel file. That one Power Query unable to recognize. Usually when I open that kind of file, I will get a prompt. Hey, this is not a normal Excel file. And I continue. I will say yes. If I save it again to another file, then it works. If I do not save it, Power Query cannot recognize that kind of file.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether yours has that kind of situation. Sometimes the data I get from system, it may have this kind of situation.
No, I don't have experience that. It's
Then
a
you okay
normal.
more.
Yeah, but it didn't work. But never mind, I will try again. Okay, I got one more question. Is it
Okay.
possible? Could you share because I'm also curious in Power BI. Is there could you give like a short preview of how to use it with Power Query? Because I was told it is quite it works hand in hand.
Yeah. It's inside. It's inside. Let me run my Power BI. Automatic. It's already inside. Whenever you are using Power BI to grab the data, that one is already Power Query automatically without realizing it.
Okay. Do I need to do like a separate Excel Power Query and then put it into Power BI, or I just straight from the Power BI?
Straight from Power BI.
Oh, okay.
Don't do the things clean up nicely in Excel, then load it in Power BI. Don't.
Oh,
I
don't.
know you did it. No, just kidding. It's already inside. It's already inside. Let me do a quick show. I'm loading my Power BI file. This is a sample file. Yeah, I'm doing some new course development. This is about DAX. So it's loading. Okay, I'm going to here. Very good, your skill, because once you know about Power Query, you can use the same exact knowledge inside Excel and also in Power BI. Learn once, use in two places. So nice.
Yeah, I was told. Then, but when I tried to do some research on the Power BI, I'm like, oh, what is it talking about? I don't understand.
So this is my file. I just loaded, no report. Report. Okay, the report is loading. Okay, never mind. So if I want to go to Power Query, I just go to a data, right click one of them. Right click, there's something called edit query. Once I go to edit query, it will bring me to Power Query editor. It looks almost identical like the one you have in Excel, almost identical. So let me let you look for a while. No, like this one, no. You can see there's a home, transform, add column, everything. Query setting is on the side. Familiar?
Yep.
Yeah lo, kau tim lo.
Oh, okay,
Just go
understand.
to the data, right click, edit. Itu sahaja. Faham?
Okay. That okay. Maybe I ask this question. Okay. Okay, for Power Query, we do the sorting, okay? Then we use pivot table to do the reporting. So is this Power BI similar as a pivot table to do reporting? If you can understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I like to answer two questions. Yes. Okay, let me answer you. Apa ni? Asal answer macam didn't answer. Yes and no means yes, we could do something like pivot table. Over here, something looks like pivot table is called matrix. Matrix. When I click, it will show something like this one. Is not exactly like normal pivot table that we normally see, but it behaves something like this one. My data over here, I go to the sales. I want to get the total. Let's see, get the total quantity. Okay, quantity. And I want to break down by the customer city. Then over here, I want to do sorting. I do not need to sort inside Power Query. I could just sort it here. Just click on the header. You can see everything sorted. Maybe I want to break it down further by, let's see, maybe by different transaction channel, sales channel. No?
Okay.
Something similar.
I noticed your data has multiple. So you would have multiple queries. Is that right to say?
Yes, that's right. Inside Excel as well, there is something called data model. Data model is equivalent to Power Pivot. Power Pivot is equivalent to something like this you see here.
Oh, okay, this next level stuff.
And to make the thing even give you a little bit hook. In normal way, before we push the data to a pivot table, we need to VLOOKUP to bring everything together. Kan?
Yep.
That's normal things. Once you use data model, what you could do, just set the relationship like this one. Then they will be equivalent to lookup between them.
Okay.
To
Wow,
make
this
the thing much more exciting, where if you use data model, the file size is smaller.
Wow, good.
And one bad thing about this one, it takes up a little bit more memory.
Okay.
Because it stores the data inside memory to do processing.
Understand.
So therefore, it'll be faster lah.
Can.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
This helps.
Yes.
Okay, like next question. Hey, there's a question. Chui Hua, you want to ask a question?
Yes, the Power BI, it's an independent software on its own, is it? Or is an extension from Excel?
Let me answer this question.
In short, Word and Excel, they are same family but different app.
Yeah.
So Power BI is?
Different app.
Different
same
app.
family.
Same family.
Same family as in same company is different
Microsoft.
family than Microsoft Office.
All right, so it's a independent license on its own.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Hope this explains.
Different level. But I'm like, ooh.
Nice, huh?
Nice, yes.
Okay, what else?
I have a question. Can I share screen?
No PNC data.
No PNC data.
Okay, can.
Wait, how do I share screen? Wait.
I go to middle bottom. There's something with the up arrow key. It's called share. Then you share lo.
And then share.
Okay,
my question very simple. Not so complicated.
Oh, you are the one asking this question.
Yes, that's why just now in the AMA, I really need to get some tips. If not,
okay, like.
if I have to wait for another month's AMA again. All right, so very simple, right? We have different batches of stock, and then it all comes in different date, and then let's say like it's the same item code. So yeah, we have a lot of item code, and then what my staff did was they go and filter, and then after that they will sort out the receive date, and then after that they will look at what's our current X stock as of today. And then they have to be able to report back to the salesman which batch and then what is the company cost. So that then the salesman will be able to do their quotation accordingly. Yeah, so mainly this is most of because it's we are very forex sensitive, and even like 1-2 cents inside the cost makes a huge difference on the sales side, mainly due to its a large order quantity, something like that lah. So it's basically for decision making.
Okay.
So, but the problem is because the procurement team doesn't keep track on sales. So like they can sell, and then it move from batches to batches to batches to it just keep changing, right? And they originally, when they set in the system, the pricing is on this level. But one fine day, it had already moved to this level. And then the boss say, why are we not increasing the price? And then after that, when it moves to the next level, and then the boss will ask, why is it that we are not decreasing the price? You know, so it's very difficult for procurement team to be able to catch which batch cost.
How do you know when you need to move on to the next batch?
Right now is as and when there is, let's say, if my price now, okay, we are selling this at 8 ringgit lah, huh? Let's say lah, it will, when I do this stock in, so let's say, okay, so let's say I have this current shipment cost, it already came in. And then when the next shipment comes in, and then we look at it, oh, right now we still have 150 before this quantity comes in. So obviously procurement says, okay, we cannot revise this to 780 yet. So we have to stick to $8 until one day somebody can come and ask, let's say salesman come and ask lah. And then the salesman say, hey, what's any price revision to this model? And then we will look at it. Oh, current stock balance is 50. That means it's this batch lah. Then we will say, oh, it reduced already to 780. Then that's when we are able to revise the price. But there are a lot of complaints lah.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes, because the previous salesman says, because you told me it's $8, hence I lost that business. If it's say 780, I could have gotten that business. Something like that.
Okay.
So it's very stressful for the procurement team. And we are not talking about one product. We are talking about many salesmen, many different SKUs, and the stock level keep on changing.
When the stock, who update the quantity of the stock now?
You mean, because each of these are actually when the stock comes in. So this is updated by what we call the warehouse whenever they receive the stock. Yeah.
Then
So,
how do you get this data? Is it from a system or?
yes, it's from the system.
So from a system.
When the warehouse team got the data, they will key in and they will say when do they receive the data. So obviously then when the DO reaches the finance will basically put in their cost. And procurement team basically do their analysis and come up with let's say the selling price, right? So, but the selling price cannot be offered out to the salesman if our stock balance is, let's say, still at this level. Yeah.
Is there any calculation for the selling price?
Yes, there is a more complicated formula.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically, the conclusion will go into the system.
So there's a place for you to download the data for the selling price?
Yes.
For the particular batch?
Yes.
Okay, can. So now your question is there any easier way for you to find out, or for our team to find out what is the current batch selling price, maybe the next batch as well, because the current batch may not have enough quantity?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
So obviously then, if let's say, if we know that here is left 50, right? Let's say this is the quantity, right? And then this is 100. So then basically we need to average out these two.
Macam cuy.
Huh?
Okay, can. I just drama.
And at times, because this is price decrease, right? But at times it can be price increase. Let's say this one's now suddenly because of high USD rate, and then suddenly this cost becomes $8. And then
Okay.
team still selling at 780, then basically somebody is going to get box lah. Why are we selling below the company cost?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hoo-ha running in the team. And then this dynamics just keep on changing. Because there's a team that is doing all the in, and then there's another team that is doing all the out. So this pricing is being overlooked by the procurement side, and yeah, right now they are just doing it manually lah.
Okay, can.
They have to go and filter, the item code, they filter, and then after that, look, run the current stock, and then after that, okay, we can offer it at this batch price.
Okay, can. Let me answer your question with my current understanding, because your situation, you could be quite complex, as you may have a special exceptional cases, special treatment one. Usually ada punya. Okay, so we go for something simple. Is that okay for you?
Yes, we address 80% of the time.
Okay, I'm going to stop your screen sharing because I need to respect the time.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question. That's a very good one. And hey, what you explain here is much more better than what you type in the message. Purposely one. Just kidding, just kidding. Over here, you have mentioned there's something called selling price. Maybe this is 7, and this maybe 7.8, maybe this 8, maybe this. I just randomly key in some number.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
And maybe this is 6.9, something like this one. So over here, these are the stock code. Maybe I just put something called alpha. These are the product or item code called alpha based on the things I have, and I want to know what is the things I have here. Just now I mentioned about using advanced tutor, and for advanced tutor I have not shared with the newer version of way of working, so I shared it over here. What's one thing I like about how you organize the data? You are using Excel table, and you can see something called table design. When I go to table design, and the good thing is you are using the table name, start with the word table. It makes the thing easier when I want to use or when we want to use formula. Over here, I want to have a place. Let me push this whole thing down first. Yeah, push down. I want to have a place for the person to key in the item code. Item code. Maybe this one I don't want. Okay, just remove everything. This is the item code, and I want for the person to enter what's the item code, and then it will show all the details corresponding to the item code. So it makes the search easier. So I just want to have a bit mess here. Alpha Bravo, like this one. Okay, so I'm going to filter based on the item code. Maybe this is alpha. So in Excel, there's something called filter. So let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, equal filter tab key, and you will ask for the array. Array means where is the table. So that will be the table stock in. So this whole thing. If I want to include the header as well, so I need to include the header. That means all. Okay, that means all. Then comma, you ask what to include. What to include means I want to go for the item code. Item code equals to alpha. And then comma, ask what we want to show whenever it's empty. So I will just type the wording not found. Not found. Enter. Yeah. So I do not want to use all. All will be a little bit tricky here. Enter. Yeah. So this is the data. So let me move it down a little bit. And the header, I just copy paste it over here. This one, you can see it doesn't show the format correctly. I just need to change the format to date. And let's highlight this part. So this is above for the alpha. You can see alpha has batch 1 and 3. 200, 200. And if I change one of them, maybe 150. You can see it changes automatically. When I change from alpha to Bravo, this is Bravo. Maybe I change something called Charlie. Sorry, not found. Is this something is able to help you?
Let's say if you change it to alpha, actually we were using Power Query for our data analysis. But the point where we were able to get these alpha results, so then the next thing is we needed to compare with what is our current stock balance. So let's say my current stock balance is, for example, 300. Then I need it to tell me that current cost is still in batch 1. Does it make sense? So if my current stock balance is 50, I need it to tell me that your current batch is in batch 3.
What do you mean 50?
Okay, so when I have batch 1 comes into the company, we would still start selling the 200 quantity and it start going down. Correct? So if at the point when we do the query and I still have a stock balance of 100, I know it is coming from batch 1. That's very straightforward, right? But let's say after some time, we have another shipment that comes in. And now I have my stock now consists of stock that comes from batch 1 and batch 3.
And then?
So let's say at 350. So now my warehouse have 350. So if my salesman now come and ask me, Ivy, what is the cost now? Because I have my first batch, I would say my cost is 7.16. Okay? But if my current stock balance now left only 50, it means my cost now is actually $7.
I don't get it.
Okay, you don't get it.
Okay. Are you saying, okay, let me give you some idea how to ask a better question. Is that okay for you?
Yep.
It's also for the benefit for all of us here. And the sad thing is I'm not in your industry. The good thing is I'm not in your industry. What does that mean? That means I do not understand your industry well enough. Without you asking questions, I already know what you want to ask. So I do not have that kind of experience. So by having that kind of limitation on my side, so what you could do when you're asking the question, you have a lot of scenario. For example, I'm just speculating you are going to come out your own scenario here. So the scenario could be scenario 1. Scenario 1. So okay, I'm just doing some example here. Here, like this one. Okay, I have data like this. I have data like this. And the sales is asking for 200, for example. 200. The calculation is and the result is going to give to the sales is Okay, so this is scenario 1. Then repeat this one. Okay, the next one is scenario 2. Scenario 2, the salesperson is asking for 50. Okay, ngam, 50. So it's ngam for the batch 1. So the calculation is something like this one, and this is the result you are going to give to the salesperson. By having something like this one, it may be a little bit tedious on your side because you know all these things like the back of your hand. You close 2 eyes, you also know what to do. By having something like this one write down is very useful for an outsider like me. By going through all this one, I can spot pattern. I'm good with spotting pattern because I was programmer.
Yes, I already put that into the Excel just now before you delete it.
Let me undo. Okay, I don't understand that one. Really? Without explaining, I will not able to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean? What's scenario A?
If my current stock balance is 600.
Okay.
So
Let
look
me
at-
interrupt. Where do you write it? Scenario A. What does that mean?
So scenario A, my
Uh-huh.
balance stock right now is 600. Okay.
What do you mean balance? Where do you get this balance?
It is coming from the, okay, so you,
It's very big.
okay, so let's just say like this, in January, I get a salary, 1,000. In February, I get another salary comes in, another 1,000. So now I have 2,000. Balance stock is, what is the balance in the bank now? 2,000.
Okay. Yeah, I know the balance. Got it. So now, on what condition where the 600 stock will retrieve the cost for batch one?
Okay.
What condition?
So the condition is the 600, you minus column, the cell D5.
Where do you type it? Minus cell D5. Where?
Right now, that is what the manual work is all about.
You are not typing out. I do not know.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, lor. That's why a lot of question appears. I'm asking about what kind of costing you have. Is it last in, first out, first in, first out?
Oh.
All these things.
It's FIFO.
Yeah, lor. I suggest you may want to write it down because the time is already up for the AMA.
Okay, understood.
Can So we learn something here together. So when you asking the question, expect this one from an outsider. I have really don't have the experience to know all these things.
Yep.
I
Yes.
really want to help because you already prepare all these things, you put effort to put all these things. Okay. Let's start from here. Start from here. I feel not quite sure. Okay, and let's see. Now is the time out for the AMA. Thank you very much for your contribution. And next time, just to let you know the date for the next AMA so that you're able to prepare. A lot of questions coming in. And today, what happened? Very good day. Everyone, towards the end, they will send all the question one. Already announced quite in advance. The next AMA is falls on the 13th of November. 13th of November, second Thursday of November. Okay, mark it down. If you have some other question after you prepare everything, before you forget, you could send to Wendy. Okay, at least I have a bit time to prepare. So I can concise the timing just to answer the question rather than using the timing here to understand the question. Okay, so now I want you all to type in the chat, what's the one thing you like the most about this AMA? Just type in the chat so that I can have a quick gauge. What's the one thing you like the most about the AMA today? Yeah, thank you, GK. Filter, Power BI, yes. Filter. Yes, filter is very useful. The one is available in the newer version of Excel. If the classic version of Excel, there will be another way to work around is advanced filter. Okay, with that, take care, everyone. I hope to see you in the next AMA. If your company is looking for a training that about Excel, you can reach out to Wendy, then we're able to arrange something for your company. Okay, with that, take care, everyone, and good night. Bye-bye.